Hi, if you're an agent out there watching this Selling Life and Annuities video and doing planning, let's just call it financial planning for your clients, it's critically important that you address the three tax buckets. What are the three tax buckets, you might be asking yourself? Well, stay tuned for this episode where Paul Bechtold and myself will be discussing them in detail. All right, Paul, the three tax buckets for those uninitiated or novice financial service representatives or insurance agents. What are the three tax buckets?
Okay, well, Randy, obviously we're in a time right now where rising tax rates are staunch reality for our future. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
So, Medicare and Social Security underfunded, $31 trillion of debt in the country. The government can spend less or we can tax more. Which one do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
I think taxing more is certainly in our future, right?
Okay, so we'll start with the first one. So think of them as small, medium, and large. Okay, now we're at McDonald's, your favorite place to go, and you're on the supersized end. The supersized end is ordinary income rates, right? Mm-hmm. Because that's the high end of the tax bracket. And when we take money into an IRA, a 401k, a 403b, any tax-deferred vehicle, we are going to pay ordinary income rates on those taxes, right?
All right.
Okay. Now, what people don't realize is there's ways to transition into the other two buckets, which the medium-sized bucket would be the capital gains rates, right?
Okay.
We take an after-tax dollar. Maybe we go in and we start a Schwab account or something like that and do some investments, or we buy a piece of real estate and sell it, and then we pay tax on it. So we're going to pay that at a lower rate. So let's compare rates. The upper end of the tax rate is what? Between 36 and 39% in ordinary income rates.
At the recording of this video.
Yeah, exactly. And the upper end of the capital gains rates, I think there's a 15% rate and there's a 20% rate. So
Right.
Would you rather pay taxes at 36% or 20% worst case, right?
I would certainly be taking 20 in that scenario.
Exactly. Now, the best one, obviously, is when we go the tax-free path, right? When we use things like a Roth IRA or that beautiful cash value life insurance policy, either an IUL or a properly structured whole life policy, right? We never can be totally tax-free, and that's what I think people get confused sometimes. We have to pay tax on the front end on the income that comes to us, right? But from that point on, if we put it either in a Roth IRA or a properly structured cash value life insurance policy, it grows tax deferred, and then it can come out tax free. So the phrase we like to use with agents is you can pay tax on the seed or you can pay tax on the harvest. Which one would you rather do?
Right, yeah. So, look, I think that's, this is one of those areas that most consumers out there really don't understand. They don't have a clue about. But what's most important for an agent to help them understand is you've got the known and you've got the unknown, right? You know what you're going to pay taxes on your dollars that you earn today, right? That's the known. What the unknown is what our capital gains rate's going to be in the future and what our income tax rate's going to be in the future, right? So I don't know about you, but when I do personal financial planning, I would rather deal with knowns as much as possible, and which means I would like to know what I'm going to pay in tax. And therefore, give me those vehicles that I can sock away my money on at today's tax rate versus what I'm going to pay in the future.
But I like to say, I want to insulate myself from variables, especially ones that I can't control. I can't control what taxes do in the future, but if I got my money in cash value life insurance policy, the only real vehicle out there that completely eliminates taxes altogether in the insurance world, right? Okay. Every other vehicle out there, a qualified account, an annuity, things like that, all bring taxes into play in some way, shape, or form, right? But the beautiful thing about life insurance is properly structured, especially when we're doing things like using it to eliminate our debt and saving for that tax-free retirement and all that. I mean, we can completely get taxes minimized down to that small bucket, not the medium or the large bucket.
Yeah, absolutely. And the beauty of life insurance is that not only is it an effective tax-advantaged vehicle, but it also serves a myriad of other purposes and uses, right? Of course, It is life insurance, so if the insured passes away, somebody's going to receive a tax-free death benefit.
Exactly.
But you can also utilize that cash within the policy for a number of other purposes, right? Buying a home, buying a vehicle, helping to fund a child's college education, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
And by the way, for advisors who have not worked in this space very much, the other thing to understand is that different permanent life insurance policies work in different ways, right? Whole life versus IUL, for example. And if you're one of those advisors that would like to better understand how to utilize permanent life insurance and take advantage of these different tax scenarios, you can certainly talk to Paul here, who can assist in helping educate you, right, Paul?
Absolutely. Yeah. Just give me a call directly or send me an email. I get a lot of agents feeling freer these days to just give me a call with saying, hey, I heard about this concept. Okay. Can you enlighten me? Can you show me how this would work for my client? That's what I want agents to do. You don't have to know how to watch his bill, just how to tell time, and give us a call. And then we have a team to put the best strategy together for you.
And so, Paul, real quickly on this video, mention your email address and best number to contact you.
So paulagordonmarketing.com is my email address, about simple as it gets. And my phone number that you can get me at any time is 317-626-3054. Be glad to assist you and help put a nice fat check in your pocket.
There you go. Yeah, I would reiterate that fact. You know, a lot of the cases that Paul works on for our agent base tend to be of the larger premium size. And even if they don't start off in large premium size, oftentimes Paul can help you make them into a larger premium, thus more compensation in your pocket. And by the way, listen, we've got some new enhancements, some new things coming to the table within this whole debt elimination, life insurance as a banking tool or tax efficient tool arena that we don't have time in this particular video to dive into, but I would encourage you to reach out to us if we've piqued your interest. Now listen, so for today we're quickly running out of time, but I would ask you to do me a favor. Please click subscribe at the bottom of this video, as well as the notification bell, so that whenever we roll out with new content, you'll be sure to hear about it. But for now, on Paul Bechtold and myself, for our benefit, I'd like to say happy selling.